Alright guys, so in this video I want to show you guys a very simple strategy that can help you bank 5+ pips. All you need is 5 pips every single day with this strategy that's going to make you a successful trader. So let me show you guys the strategy real quick. Alright, so first and first, we want to plot this indicator called Asian Session Range. So a lot of you have been asking me a question about how to set it up, so let me just quickly show you guys how to look for it. So you just click on FXN Asian Session Range. So once you add this indicator to your chart, it's gonna come up like this. Alright, so I got a lot of students asking me how do they use this indicator called FX, like this is my Asian range indicator, like what is it and how do I set it up? And like I said, you just come to the search and search for FXN. So you can see this FXN Asian Session Range. Click on that. It will be added to your chart. It's by Rob Minty. Once it's added to your chart, just click on this settings, and this is my settings, guys. Just pause and go through it. This is my settings. It's gonna be too long if I should just walk you through everything. Just take note of everything you see here. Take note of everything you're seeing here. Session 18, like guys, this is just my own preference. But the default settings is not like this. It's just my own preference. So you guys should just take notes, go through it. Asian box line, solid, orange. You can literally change the color of like, let me just use an example of this. You can see the middle line changed, so let me change it back to orange so you can see. So it all depends, guys. It all depends on what visually like keeps you on. So London session starts 03 Eastern time. So guys, like I said, it all depends on your settings and what you want. But that's my settings. You can pause it, go through it, and use the same settings. So the other indicator I use is an indicator called supply demand zone. In case you don't know how to set that, just click on the indicator and search for supply demand zone. Zone with all caps. Once added to your chart, then let me show you guys my settings. You can just go through it. This is my settings, so you can just go through it, pause it, and go through the settings, and that's all. So the strategy goes like this. This from this horizontal line here to the backside is the Asian session. All right, from this line here to the downside is the Asian session. So how the strategy works is you want to wait for a breakout of the Asian session range. It doesn't matter if it's to the downside or to the upside, but you just want to wait for a breakout. So we saw this breakout to the downside, so this clearly means that when we spot a breakout to the downside, we should be looking for a buying setup. If the breakout is to the upside, then we should be looking for a selling setup. So because we saw this breakout to the downside, then I decided to wait for a supply demand zone, an order block. So you can see this demand zone, which is this blue candlestick. This is what represents my demand zone to the upside. After I spot that, then I look for the last candlestick before the the move to the upside, before the demand zone, and I found this candlestick. This bearish candlestick is my order block. So what you want to do is you want to take a trade there for a buy. Your stop loss should be like 5 pips. You can use a 5 pip stop loss, or you just put your stop loss below this. Put your stop loss below the lowest point price got to during that breakout. You can see this is the lowest point price got to before it retraces back into the Asian session range and this FVG. This is just literally the lowest point, guys. Literally the lowest point using market structure. So you can see this is your stop loss. It's approximately 5 pips or so. Then your take profit can be the next Asian session range high or the middle of the Asian session range. Guys, the higher the take profit, the less likely price is going to get there. So if you're targeting the highest points during this Asian session range, it's going to be way difficult for price to get there compared to price going to the middle, like the middle band, like the middle line. So I would suggest a 1 to 1, a 1 to 1.5, a 1 to 2, or just maximum the middle line is okay. So this is a beautiful 2.5 to 1 on just this one single trade. So guys, that's all for this video. If you found value, please make sure to drop a like. And I've been giving out signals. I have a signal group that I send out signals to my students, and as you can see, I sent out this trade, and me and my student called this trade live for a 1 to 1.6 hour. So it's not gonna be like a 1 to 100 hour trade, but at least you like my win rate is really high when it comes to 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2. At least I have a 90% plus win rate. But if you guys want to learn my strategy, trade with me live every single day, then DM me on Instagram and let's get started.